We'll continue immediately. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Nagito is dead. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. Huh? You've seen every death in Danganronpa? Well, thanks for not spoiling it. Spoilers get banned. What's going on here? Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right, it's Nagito. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why. I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. I agree. This is the most brutal death that we've seen. Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth, but even something as small as that. A body has been discovered!
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Don't tell me.
The body discovery announcement, then it's for real?
Hey!
Nagito's really dead?
Damn it.
It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? Killed?
That's right.
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito? One of us killed him so brutally? Then it's going to start again, huh? The class trial is going to start soon, right then? Yep, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is. No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Then that time for action is now, so allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma file. Hold it right there. Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way. I can't stand this anymore. How much longer are you gonna keep putting them through this? No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions. Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami. You just noticed? Anyway, Monami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know? What? No fair. You're shutting up too?
Wait.
Enough already. What's up, Laura? Ooh, nice Sharkopath. Nice for December 10th morning. Hi. Hi. Who do we think the traitor is? I kind of think it's the mechanic. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyway, let's begin. Huh? But,
this is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as the killings happen, we can't do anything but about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know, that's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't fuck with me. We're tired of this too, you know? That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time. Does that mean you guys are getting bored of the school trip?
Actually.
Don't worry, the end is near. The end?
What's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind that Monokuma timer? I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? When that timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey.
If this will be over finally, does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your bears before the hats. There's still something you gotta do before that, right? So once again, Monokuma file! You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterward at all.
Your best.
Do your best.
Wait!
Hold on.
Forgive
I won't
me.
let you escape this time. Wait right there. What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, is it safe to think that we can go home, right?
Still.
Kazuka, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first. Even if we go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here. Then let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However,
It's nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it, because the victim was Nagito. Because his death was so abnormally cruel. No, it just wasn't that. There's something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. Investigation time. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. Monokuma file 5. 5'9", 143 pounds. April 28th! Oh god, his birthday's really close to mine. The victim is Nagito Kamaida. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Hey, Panda. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed. Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? What's wrong with it? Oh! The big bear. Not only is there a spear stab in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate, so we should investigate first. If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. I guess you're right. Well, let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I could probably investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Laceration's the word you missed in our regional spelling bee in 7th grade. I've never participated in a spelling bee. Oh, happy Danganronpa Sunday, everyone! Yay! Alright, let's get to the investigating. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey! No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of those life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaken a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. Good morning, Avatar. How are you doing? You're mistaken a plushie for me. You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. What do you call an oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like that, it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood? Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you
I had nothing to do with that. He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Manami. But you should better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of the world supremacy from Monokuma. You missed the body discovery? Yeah, it was pretty messed up. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? So if this is Nagito's blood, I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Monokuma plushie's been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. We have to talk with everyone. If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish this class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way? It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling? Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire. You can see a girder right next to it, right there. Can you see that red streak? Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. Looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder. Is that blood? 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 The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Blood on the girder has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. Blood on the girder. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. Don't fuck with me! Oh. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazukai, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Oh, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you mean, something? He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that? I don't know, but this is Monokuma we're talking about. You know, there's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I know. Then don't bring up the strange stuff like that. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikon's, but... looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? This time looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of the death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12. It's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. That means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon, which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died, the killer could have used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always sprouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times where we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now is the time to think about the unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. This is probably the most cruel body we've seen. Or the most cruel death we've seen. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
damn it.
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over his body were from the killer's torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make him confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I could totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Torture wounds have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The knife is stabbed through his right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something that cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
By the way, it seems like the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by the same knife, which means after the killer was finished stabbing his legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand.
cannot be.
And then they finished him off with the spear.
Cruel.
How cruel. Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using 2 weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
Right.
This is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Survival knife has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
So protective.
There's something strange. Strange about what?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from where his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. It's definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it was splattered. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but there's something else strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well,
there's also blood, but there's only above the middle joint of each finger. You're right. Why is it only on this part?
see?
See, just as I said, it's just strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Blood on the left hand has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply in Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. It looks like the fatal wound.
This?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see, you use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not! This is the spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that now. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle. What? Nezumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice, damn you all to hell. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. More importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. For some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gungnir has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on that face. The blood splattered all over doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past the bitch in me and squatted down next to his face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. What are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it right back on after once I'm done investigating here.
Hey.
Putting the duct tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagito's face, it looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case, it's no use. She's not listening.
Hey,
About that blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. Huh? What's wrong with that?
well,
This duct tape has crinkles like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? He was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember that. It definitely will be a clue. There's still more we need to confirm. Feet. Both his legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs were all stab wounds. Wait, I think we did this already. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be the result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are the clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Burnt rope has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Guess I'm done with this area surrounding Nagito's body. Geez, I can't actually believe I investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find the killer? Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remember, remnants of the plastics that were scattered all over. This is probably the fire grenades. Those fire grenades that were used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to those sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, the evidence really isn't all that strange. It was a little stressful. Livy hissed and batted at Roko a bit when he got too close. Hopefully they can get used to each other soon. It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
An oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm. Is the most foolish thought. This is clearly the case of the fire. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. My cats took forever to get used to each other. That was a long, 2 weeks. 2 weeks of me sleeping on an air mattress.
Which means?
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused the fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Obtain the truth bullet. Oil lighter has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Alright, the killer's goal wasn't just to kill Nagito, there should have been another reason as well. If not, they'd have gone to the trouble of trying to tie him with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than the fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall they were all neatly stacked. They should have been neatly put away. Well, obviously they wanted that they... Maybe we're the ones who made this mess.
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over... Oh yeah, they had to kick the door open. Yeah, I don't need to reread what we already went through.
Well?
And then there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over, started from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Compared to the other tipped over panels, that line up is the only one that's neat and orderly. Isn't this clearly strange? We can speculate this was done intentionally. I agree. Monokuma panels have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There are a bunch of books, yep. All these CDs, they're all copies of Monokuma's music. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe.
It looks like the weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started? You're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. This music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Welcome back, Monkey Games. Hopefully the breakfast was delicious. Maybe Fuyuhiko has something. Well, think about the countdown after we live through this class trial. You got anything? Looks like Sonya is focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey, Sonya, do you have a minute? What is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito sent in the warehouse exploded. Huh? Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were a fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching by the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time? Oh my. Do you suspect me? Is it a misunderstanding? I am not the killer. Good morning, Saturn's bunny. How are you? Jesus shit, you son of a bitch. Sonya? I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
Well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them to nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone, so I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted the bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
that is.
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because of that, you were searching for them and you were late for when we all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached the conclusion the bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real, and I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruins. However, the plan was an utter failure.
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell.
God damn it, all to hell.
See, so that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Nanami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. This is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then his actions were extremely calculated, but the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. Sonya's account has been added to the Truth Poet section of your handbook. Alright, I've pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there's still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. Yeah. The military base that Sonya mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumai Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating. Hey, you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gather around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we've had the same idea. But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene. We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us besides. We're investigated all we can here. I guess you're right. Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this instant together, so we need to search for them in other areas probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give it up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey!
And it's okay to leave this place. It's okay! There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. We have to investigate the factory a little bit more as well. Okay.
My,
I've never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you'd normally run into. However, I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
well,
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
Right.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Pie.
Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean? Stop! There's no bomb! You know, if you just pick me up... If you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
See.
You are right. Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said it so earlier. Well, I thought if I keep quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just telling you now for the first time. Phew! I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base, or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon. I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonya. Putting the bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is.
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault, don't worry about it. Monokuma's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, I guess I got everything there. Alright, well, we got everything at the plushie factory, even though it didn't say you got everything. We'll investigate the military base next. Don't you hate it when you have to go buy milk in the store and the cheapest milk is the 2-gallon bottle, the 2-gallon jug of milk, and you only have a family of 2 people that drink milk, and it's impossible to drink that much milk in the span of like 14 days before it goes bad? Don't you hate that? I have some inkling feelings as well on who might it be, on who done it. Not in that situation, but mood. You can drink that in like 4 days. Why are you drinking so much milk? Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Cereal? Bro, how much cereal are you eating in 4 days if you're taking all that fucking milk? What? Is cereal your only meal? Found it! What did you find? Well, that truck bend over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand? Which means the killer obtained the knife here. So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. Not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. If the bombs are fake, this might be fake too, but I'm not brave enough to check for myself. I love cereal, but I also only eat a freaking fiber cereal. Fiber 1, Honey Your Notes. Hi, Momo, by the way. Okay. You skip breakfast, sue me? A lot of people skip breakfast because they just... Their tummies also get hurt. Some people. Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this... Oh, yeah. Leaving guns out in the open.
you could do it.
Got the hidden Monokuma. Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Fruity Pebbles. That was my favorite cereal when I was like 14. A lot of cereal is just too sugary for me. The amount of sugar that's in some of those breakfast cereals, man, it's a goddamn dessert. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonya was telling the truth.
However,
As I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched them inside the military, so the bombs nowhere to be found. Yep. To be fair, you're not far off. You're 19. 19 and 14 is definitely a huge age gap difference. But I feel like 7 years ago, I was still eating Fruity Pebbles. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there are motives behind his actions. What up, curb face? Huge supply of guns and other firearms stuffed in the back. The same survivor knife that was stabbed in Nagito's hand is here too. Appears the killer obtained the knife they used here, which means the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. Oh, we can leave. Well, I mean, we'll say this. Just because I don't eat that type of cereal doesn't mean it's not good. That cereal is definitely very delicious, but it's very sugary. Call me, I feel the same way sometimes. Hey, I'm level 50. Frosted mini wheats. Frosted anything is delicious.
Yo.
Look at that wall of spears. I guess it's obvious where the weapon came from. Yeah, it's gone. Didn't get good sleep last night? Yeah, neither did I. A spear with a flashy ornament on it's hanging from the wall. This spear's definitely it, right? Yo, just like I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weird weight at the end of it. There's a weight at the end of it. Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and the knife? Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this, with this unnecessary cord thing on the end, would be easy to use. Definitely looks hard to wield, but still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. Feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's the time not to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated this cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Dude, we've gotten like no snow so far. Let me check the weather forecast. We've barely gotten any snow and it's December. It feels like it's -12 right now. Like, it's getting a little bit colder, but it's still not like cold as it usually is here apparently, because it's my first winter here. Apparently it's usually like -20 by now, but it's like -8. 10 days. Do we got any snow coming? Yeah, not any snow. Sunny, cloudy, all -1, -3. Crazy amount of snow. Since I don't have a car, Since I don't have a car, I like snow. This is Canada units. Celsius. How the hell do I get to the hotel? One week of 60-degree weather. Florida! It was -12 Fahrenheit already. Nah, it ain't that cold yet. It might get that cold later. The coldest it's been so far, I think, is like -15 this winter so far. Celsius. Where the hell is the hotel? How do I get back to the damn cottages? It's 70 degrees today? Ugh. Sounds horrible. Bro, how do I get back? If it's 50 degrees even in December, that just feels weird. I am blanking on how to get back to the cottages, man. Fucking hell. I had to go inside the first freaking... Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I don't want to talk about it.
Hajime.
Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna
I was
do?
just listening to Chaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to his cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that. Then do it! It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door. Fine, fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right? Now then. I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that? Maybe the cottage key is computerized. More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. We're gonna find the information that he left behind that he got from the last chapter. So Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside his room? What was his feeling as he spent his days here? I can't even imagine. I saw a Monokuma in the bath. No matter how much I think about it, it just doesn't understand. I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue might be hidden here as well. Well, we already see the other bear's thing. What are you doing in there? Found half of the hidden Monokumas. Guys, I found half of the hidden Monokumas without even trying. Okay, we'll address the elephant in the room, the treasure box. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Ah, could this be? Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. That treasure box. Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she's just reacted. This looks like Monomi's stolen treasure box. If this here, that means the thief Monomi was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside. It's gonna be okay. It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know. If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it, then Monomi in the first place. Stolen it from Monomi in the first place. God, I'm tired. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it. Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it? Something important. Took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened. Today's so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through these pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, page after page of her poorly written entries continued in the handbook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go to the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing. Stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa! From out of nowhere, suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
Forgive you.
You! I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside of it. Jeez, that was close. If I'd come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief? Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student! Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? The diary? It seems that way. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar. Well, you always show up out of nowhere. Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B. No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. Ah! See? Bullseye. I know I'm the same way, too. Are you mad? Are you still angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me?
What are you
Saying. There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. B. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I, put it? Excuse me? Hold on! Damn it! She totally ran away again. The same pattern as usual. It looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, might be better that I didn't ask her. Monami's notebook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice, my cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting the refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There really isn't much inside. The only thing in the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stocked very well, but that bottle clearly isn't a drink. Really, it looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, this is... Yeah, it looks like it's poison. Poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm going to get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place, in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight. This sure does seem like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well?
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too. Apply to the bomb? There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such a dangerous item, the octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison, huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle was less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning, or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually existed, it'd be real bad if it could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Monokuma's special poisons that adds the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under its bed, its usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations, without thinking, I peeked under the bed and, there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? No, he got them from Walter. A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Gas mask and gloves has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Hajime, was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. Peeked under the bed once again and started looking around, and where I found the supermarket bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum? A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars in unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows? It might be too soon to decide that. Piece of blue paper is added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. A lot of books and other mysterious items stuffed on this shelf. The genres and the types of items are also random. I can't make any sense to them whatsoever.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Makes sense. Do they now? I definitely don't know how much Nagito just by looking at this, so what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though. I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. What? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things, you know? They might be private stuff there. Well, that might be true, but... So I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I'll just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started moving the various books and items and examining each one, but even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh. Is Streamer a real person? What makes you say that? Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal. Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. The file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said the only contained information about me, but is this really true? If I looked at this, it should be obvious, right? As he said, I was from the reserve department. He had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. No, Momo, no, I'm not real. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? god, it's like an Adam Levine DM. My fucking god, holy shit, that file. Oh my god, it's so thick. As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazukai, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonya. And everyone who died. Pages of information about them, too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie, too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height, my weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I of all the other ultimates?
Hey, hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, I just found a strange file. Ah! Wait, I need to... Give me one sec. Alright. We just got a... Someone just came up and called me, so... be right back for once. Oh, sorry, I got a call, so I tell Kat that there's something coming to the door. Tell me, your shrimp fried this rice? Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? It should have been obvious Nagito was gonna die, to be honest. It should have been obvious. As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile, the profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Jackie leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here.
When streamer forgets to mute. Did I forget to mute?
But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
I thought I muted from my phone call. I guess it doesn't matter. All I said was I was opening the door. Give me a second.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't mean for the phone call. That's the one that matters.
Who are you talking
What's up,
about?
Gamer Pro? Good morning.
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Byakuya Togami. Don't have to do a question mark. We know who that is. So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? Look, it's Makoto. Look, it's Kyoto Girigiri. It's Genocide Jack. There's 6 chapters. For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. It's Byakuya Tomogami! Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. Different reason? How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked about that Byakuya for no reason, which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through these profiles, right? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. The ultimate imposter. That's that Byakuya's true identity. True identity? He was a fake. That was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny Byakuya Togami. A fake? The fact his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami. Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So cool.
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. And he was lying to us the whole time? But he couldn't help it. Why couldn't he help it? Because that was his talent, huh? Having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except to rely on that talent. I'm the ultimate streamer. Regardless of whatever you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the fuck? Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
That's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. What was he trying to tell me at that time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrust in others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Maybe I'm a reserved streamer for some people. I'm a backup. They don't see their favorite streamer on, but they're like, oh shit, Burr's on as always. Oh great. Oh, he's playing some random game I don't know. Maybe he'll say something funny this time. He hasn't said anything funny the last few times I've been there, but maybe today will change. And then after you're watching me play goddamn Darkest Dungeon for 3 hours, screaming at a fucking pixel because they won't hit the goddamn attack on the goddamn madman in the back, stressing everybody out because my gesture is up. They would be like, man, what a waste of my time. You hear because Burgo ain't live? Based on that context, if I had to guess, maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. Nah, you're my main streamer. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tick! But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have betrayed him in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Whew, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that? Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out. I'm here because I've already finished the Let's Play video. Hey, Shiny, thanks for watching the Let's Play videos. I try to get as many out as possible. I hope you're doing good. Exit the Gungeon's gonna get uploaded soon. What's up, Monster, as well? Good to see you. You're a reserve streamer in me at first, but become one of my main because you're funny even though I know nothing about the games you play. You know Marvel Snap? I play Marvel Snap every stream. You know that much. Or almost every stream. How are you all? We're doing good. I'm ready for Marvel Snap, but we need to get through this trial that's about to happen. I'm here to win marbles and make streamer play the game I want him to play. Hey, the exclamation mark marbles. So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it. The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. Next Grand Prix, to be announced. We still don't know. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here? It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right? Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Oh, probably. Hope Speak Academy file has been added to the Truth Boat section of your handbook. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up. Wait. Excuse me for a moment. Can't believe streamers shadow dropping marbles today. We're not even gonna beat Danganronpa today.
What is most
Unless I did a
important
freaking
for
12-hour
living things?
stream. Thought we were gonna have marbles today. Nope. We're not beating this game today. We still have one more chapter. No marbles. Marbles is still not announced.
Well, personally, I think time is.
I'll give you $1 if you finish it today.
I
Hell
mean,
no.
Your bank account may go up and down, but
12-hour
time
stream?
will
No.
inevitably run
No,
out,
I got stuff.
right?
I need a video I need to work on. I gotta make food.
That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
What game should you play?
I'll see you soon.
RoboQuest. Doing Conquest 8 rounds against a Mr. Negative with Wong and Mystique.
But you're our Fa'awit.
Fahawit. What does that even mean? Lala, thanks for the 100 bits! The last class trial? He said that, right? He said the last class trial?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days, and he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last
But
one.
still,
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once. Monokuma pulls out a gun and starts shooting everybody. Everybody takes cover. Someone pulls out a knife that they have. The mechanic, he pulls out a knife. He throws it. He's trying to hit Monokuma in the face. Oh, but he missed because he has bad aim, because he's a dumbass and gets shot in the head. Mechanic down, mechanic down. Everybody celebrates.
well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito!
but still,
Well, you don't have to worry so much, huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? We kind of are. You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone, even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Please don't have it be Chiaki. I'll cry if it's Chiaki. Alright, Let's Play channel. You will get everything next time. Like and subscribe.